Okay, we have repaired the audio. Good morning, everybody. So that was the mime edition of Where's Walter Travel. I hope for those of you,
dance.
yeah, for those of you who wear hearing aids, you could probably lip read me. But now you got sound, so yay! Oh wait, are you still saying that there's no audio? Because I see it here. I got audio. We got audio here. I hope you've got it now.
I hear it.
Okay, so Rebecca hears it now, so I hope you guys can hear it at home. Hello, TikTok. How are you guys doing over there? Yeah, but you know, it usually helps. So here's a tip for those of you vlogging and doing live stream. Turn on the microphone receiver before the show starts. You see, I was I was trying to get some graphics done for y'all for the show because we got some new group cruises that we haven't talked about on the show, and I was trying to get the graphics ready, and I just simply forgot to turn it on. So sorry about that. So let's start again. Good morning, everybody. I'm Walter, your independent travel agent with Where's Walter Travel. We're going to do our best over the next hour to try to answer your questions about all things cruising. And as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rebecca, who's sitting right off camera. And I will remind you, if you are watching over on TikTok, if you'd like to ask questions about one of our favorite cruise lines, Virgin Voyages, you will have to use the letters VV because TikTok will not allow the word Virgin to be used in the comments. Not my choice and not my call, but hi guys, how are you? Rick, hey Rick, are you still on the ship? Are you still on the Allura? Or did you just get off the ship?
I think he just got off.
You just got off the ship, boo, boo. That's the worst day of cruising, but Beam's mom, I got Eric, I got, hey, SL, how you doing? Good to see you again. Sue and Phil, how you doing? S.A. Crisco, hi, buddy, how you doing? Databetics here, Mimi's here, hi, guy. Bill's fan, I hope you're going to be coming on a cruise with us soon, because I would really love to shake your hand and say hello. Benny's here. Dog Days of Summer, hey, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Lawrence. How are you? Oh, you're on the Allure of the Seas. How's the ship? Oh, my goodness gracious. You're on a balcony on a sea day. How about that? Who? Raise your hand if you would like to be on a balcony on a sea day right now. I would certainly like to be that person right now. I hope you guys had a good drive down to Fort Lauderdale and are having an amazing time. It was awesome to see you guys. I got to start by saying, you know, thank you to a couple of friends who we really spent a couple of really beautiful days at Disney World together, and it's all thanks to the incredible, the amazing Stephanie. You know, Stephanie and I go back, gosh, over 20 years now, all the way back to video production, and Stephanie has a way bringing people together in her orbit. You know, Stephanie is just positive energy wherever she goes. And she has a way of bringing people together. And, you know, we met up with these guys at the parks. Well, I met them on Star of the Seas. And it was like an instant connection. It's like we've known each other for many, many years. So it's wonderful when somebody like Stephanie just brings people into your orbit and you immediately connect. And I can't wait to see you guys when you come back down here to Orlando. We're going to have some more Disney fun. So it just really, it's just lovely when that happens. And I'm just so proud to be a friend with Stephanie, and I'm very proud to be friends with you guys. So enjoy your time on that balcony. I'm incredibly jealous right now. And say hello to Tennille. I'm sorry, I forgot his name, but say hello. So have a good time, guys. That's awesome. Morning from cold Ohio. How cold is it up there? Hey, Alex, how you doing? Rick is saying that the Oceana Allura was fantastic and Red Ginger was the best. Wow, you were just on the brand spanking new Oceana Allura. Wow, I hope you guys had a great time. I can't wait to get down there and try that ship. I have not had a chance to go down there and see it. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Hey, Darla, how you doing? So how is everybody doing? It is Sunday morning. What is today? It is December 7th. You know what's going to be happening in 2 years on this very day, people? We're going to be getting on board the Avalon View for our 7 nights Christmas market cruise. 7 nights Christmas market cruise. And with the prevailing rates that are going on right now, we have savings up to $700, and I just verified that this morning. took a look at what Avalon Waterways is offering on their public website, and we locked in our group rate. I'll tell you, Avalon, man, they have a great groups program where we can literally just lock in the rates, and not only can we lock in the rates, we can sell as many cabins as we want. I'm like, I love you guys. Like, nobody, like none of the ocean lines let us do this. They're like, you can have this many cabins, and when you run out, well, then we're just gonna charge you whatever it is today. Well, Avalon's like, you got it, man. You can sell the whole boat if you want to. Is it a boat? Is it a ship? What? I guess it's a river ship. Yeah, it's considered a river ship. So 2 years from today, December 7th of 2027, we're going to be embarking on the Avalon View in Basel, Switzerland, and we will be traveling north to Briesack-Kell, which is how you get to Strasbourg, Ludwigshafen, Rudesheim, Cologne, Mainz, and then finally up into Frankfurt, Germany. It's going to be just a magical Christmas markets cruise. We'd love to have you come along. We have almost 60 people currently booked on this. We have over a third of the ship already. I'd like to get like 3/4 of the ship. It'd be awesome just to have all of us show up and, and be us, because, where's Walter Travel? We're just kind of like this crazy, really, really fun group. So it would be a lot of fun. So, but yeah, if you would like to come join us on this Christmas time on the Rhine, oh man, please do reach out. December 7th through the 14th, 2027. We're planning to fly in and do a couple of days in Zurich, Switzerland beforehand. So, I can't wait. Okay, so I hope I didn't miss any questions on TikTok. If I did, I apologize. But I do see Mike is asking, you need a shuttle service from Orlando to the port. Now, the one that I've always recommended is called Cocoa Beach Shuttle. It's a family-run company, and what's kind of cool about them is they will pick you up from the airport, or they'll pick you up from any Orlando-based hotel, as far as I know, or most Orlando-based hotel. And they will actually, like, if you want to get picked up at the airport and get taken to a Cocoa Beach hotel, they'll even do that. It's not necessarily taking you to the port. But yeah, Cocoa Beach Shuttle is the company that I've always recommended. They're a great little company. I've heard other people talk about other companies, but those are the ones that I've used in the past and that I do recommend. So, hey Alex, yes, I did mention some new group cruises. They're not our new group cruises. They're group cruises that are on our group travel page, and I just haven't talked about them. So I was like, you know what? I got to start talking about these things as well. Terry is going on the Star Princess in 13 days. Oh, you're going to love the Star Princess. She's a beautiful ship, absolutely beautiful ship. I kind of like, you know what? I really like what they're doing with the dome now. I have really, ripped that dome a new one just because it's so small. I don't know why they made it so small. If you ever get a chance to go on an Icon class ship, you will see what the dome could have been. I mean, they did a spectacular job on the Icon ship. But they are doing these candlelight performances now in the evening. I think that's a much better use of space than trying to do those, Cirque du Soleil kind of performances. So I'll be very interested to know if you get a chance to go to one of those, Terry. And I would love to hear about it because the photos look beautiful. Silver Librarian, hello. Good to see you. Thanks to and if I haven't mentioned you yet, welcome to the show, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Let's see, Brandon. 33 degrees in Ohio and feels like 29. It's chilly down here. As you can see, I got the long sleeve shirt on. I think it's like 65 right now. So, I'm struggling with it out here, but I'm okay. I'm doing it just for you guys so we can be here. Oh man, Tom is ready.
It's 70.
Oh, it's 70. It's 70. Still cold. Still a little cold. So, thanks, Rebecca, for making it worse.
Yeah, I'm here in short sleeve shorts, got the fan on me.
Tom is going to be joining us on the Avalon. Larry's going to be joining us on the Avalon. I cannot wait to see you guys up there. Alex is talking about a YouTube channel. I'll tell you what, once you start looking at the Christmas market YouTube channels, you go down a rabbit hole very, very quickly. There's one in particular, I think it's like Alex and Kate or something like that I watch a lot. They do a lot of great stuff. Think about it when you're researching a Christmas market's river cruise. My recommendation is don't watch the vlogs about the river cruise. watch the vlogs about the Christmas markets themselves, because you learn a lot more about the markets. The river cruise vlogs are going to be a combination of the ship and what it's like on the ship and the markets when you just really want to know about the market. So my recommendation is watch vlogs on the Christmas markets themselves. So that's great. Thanks for that,
And
Alex.
whatever your itinerary is, search those individual specific markets.
Yes, for what you want in those individual specific markets. So let me talk about, so I did mention that there's a couple of group cruises that are on our website that I just really haven't talked about much. And the first one I want to talk about, Mindy is hosting a really cool, if you haven't heard me talk about her yet, my associate Mindy is hosting a really cool group cruise going from LA to Hawaii and ending up in Japan. It's a repositioning cruise in November of 2026. It's going to be 19 days on the Sapphire Princess. It's going to be absolutely stunning. But you'll start out in Los Angeles. You go to Maui, Kilo, Kona, Honolulu, Willy, and then you'll end up in Tokyo. Absolutely gorgeous cruise. And as with everything that we talk about on this show, like if you want to come join us on any of our group cruises, just go to where'swaltertravel.com, click on the group travel menu, and literally everything that we have available right now is sitting there ready for you with all the information. And the same thing with the Sapphire Princess. This is like it's a really cool trip. And the thing is, so you're arriving in Japan on December 12th. It's going to be all decorated for the holidays. And it's going to be absolutely stunning. So if you wanted to stay on in Japan for a few days, which I would highly recommend, you stay on in Tokyo and Japan for a few days and go explore the countryside. Or you could even do a back-to-back. Obviously, once the Sapphire Princess arrives there, then she's going to be doing some Japan itineraries. So you could always stay on board the ship and do a back-to-back as well. But go to our group travel page and check that out. Again, that is the Sapphire Princess, November 22nd through December 12th of 2026, Los Angeles, all around Hawaii, and then you end up in Tokyo, Japan. That's going to be a beautiful cruise. So make sure you reach out if you want to talk about that. And then the second one I want to talk about is kind of an interesting one. It's our newest travel partnership, Cruise Man's Garage. If anybody's a motorcycle fan out there, Cruise Man's Garage talks about specifically that one type of motorcycle. I think it's called a Honda Gullwing or something like that. I don't know my motorcycle model, so I apologize. But Chris has built quite the following over there. I think he's got like around 75,000 subscribers on his channel. Super nice guy. We've chatted by video a few times. So we set up a nice group cruise for him on the brand spanking new Norwegian Luna that's going to sail in January of 2027. This will be a 7-night Western Caribbean cruise. Out of Miami, you'll go to Roatan, Harvest Caye, Costa Maya, and Cozumel on the brand new Norwegian Luna, and it will have the Aqua slide coaster just like the Aqua, so that will be very, very nice. I see somebody has started WW Warriors in the chat. That is hilarious. I love that. I'm going to have to get the shirt made. Wow, where's Walter's Warriors? That's going to be kind of funny. I do like that.
Not very fierce warriors, but
not
we're
very
happy.
fierce warriors. You'll find us at the bar drinking an old fashioned. Is what you'll find us doing. Excuse us, we got to get to the bar. We got to get our old fashioned. That'll be us. Or we'll be on the roller coasters or the water slides or something like that. But I like that. That's hilarious. I love that. So yeah. So if you want to try out, even if you're, we've got some great group rates. I want to say it's either 5 or 15% off the public price right now is what we have on the Norwegian Luna. So if you want to go on that, Chris is a super cool guy. There's not even going to be anything really to do with the motorcycles on the ship. As far as we know, there might be an excursion. So if you just want to go hang out with some really cool people, just go ahead and book that one. Dan Spire, is the name of our agency like the name on our TikTok profile? Yes, it's Where's Walter Travel is the name of the agency, and you will find where'swaltertravel.com. We have been a travel agent. We're celebrating 3 years now. We are one of the, so for our first 3 years in business, we have been a Virgin Voyages top 100 travel partner. So what that means is out of the 100,000 or so travel agents selling Virgin Voyages in North America, we've been the top 100 for 3 years running, and we're also one of the top travel agents in the KHM Travel Group host travel agency. So yeah, I spent 32 years in television, film, and marketing. First, I ran my own. Creative agencies, and then I built and managed creative agencies for other companies for about 8 years or so. And then 3 years ago, we started this, and I took everything that I knew about running creative and managing, hundreds of projects a year and turning that into a travel agency. So yeah, so here we are. So it was my wife and I until about, 4 or 6 months ago. Now we've got Corey and Mindy as our associate agents. And yeah, if we can help you in any way. I mean, we've done all this. Our services are truly 100% free to you. And so if we can help you, I've lost track of how many cruises. I know we're up to like 2,500 proposals. We're closing in on 2,500 proposals over the 3 years. So I think we booked around 1,500, 1,700 trips, total, something like that. And our largest group is 200 plus. That will be Tony's group coming up soon. So you're booked on that cruise? Is that the one that we booked you on? Can you be included in the group? Yes, you can be included in the group. Eric, send me a note through email, and yeah, let's get you connected so you can be connected into that group. That would be awesome. So, I do like this. Alex is saying that the Warriors will be at the Explora Coffee Bar testing the 3 different types of beans in one day. No, in one sitting, Alex. We get the macchiato flight, and we test the coffees, and then we get our little pads, and we compare notes. What did we think of the Colombian? What did we think of the Brazilian? You know what I mean? That'll be our group activity, Alex. I think that's a great group activity for the thing. Yes, I think you've really come up with something there. I see Benny mentions the Rome trip. One of our groups that we're doing is Italy and Croatia, Best of Italy and Croatia, which will be on the Celebrity Constellation. We picked this ship because it's a smaller ship. It's like plus or minus 2,000 people. That's October 23rd through November 2nd of 2026. We start out in Ravenna, which is about 3.5 hours away from Venice. We go to Split, Dubrovnik, Kotor, Messina, Salerno, Portofino, La Spezia, Civitavecchia. Civitavecchia will be your gateway to get up to Rome. That will be the end of the cruise on November 2nd. And then Rebecca and I and a few other folks are staying on board the ship, and we're doing the full transatlantic, which is the back-to-back cruise, where we will go to Valencia, Cartagena, Malaga, Tangier, St. Martin before we end up in San Juan. So that's a 25-day trip. The group cruise is a 10-day trip around Italy. So if you want to come join us. Now, for those of you who are booked on that, and I know there's a bunch of you, we've got almost 30 people, 32 people, something like that, booked on this one. You will be getting an email from me later today on the land tour portion. So we're putting together a land tour before the cruise, because Rebecca and I are not going to be staying in Italy. After the cruise, we're going straight on to San Juan. So we put together I guess a 6-day land tour that's going to start on the 17th of October in Rome. So we'll spend a couple days in Rome, we'll spend a couple days in Venice, then we'll overnight in Ravenna the night before the cruise, before we get on the ship. So if you want to come join us on that, you will be getting an email. That's totally optional, but that's something that, if we're going to go that far, I want to see Italy. I want to see more of Italy than just what we're going to see from the ship.
And we have a itinerary we kind of like, but we're going to see what everybody else thinks. Maybe you'll have some ideas.
So the beauty of it, this is not a stock land tour. This is a custom itinerary that we've been working on. We've been working with a couple of different vendors to put together custom itineraries, and we got one that's really getting close. So we want to float it out to everybody and see what you all think. So thank you, Flagship. I appreciate that. Let's see. Group cruise. You guys are really latching onto this WW Warriors. That is absolutely hilarious. I loved it. I don't know what the logo looks like, though. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to have Steph go design something. I love you guys. This is great.
Holding a shield with a hammock and a drink on it.
I don't know, with a cup of coffee. I think there has to be a cup of coffee and maybe an old-fashioned.
So one hand's a cup of coffee,
Yeah,
one
one hand's an
old-fashioned.
old-fashioned. I don't know. I don't know what the logo is yet, but we'll have to figure that out. I like it. I like where this is going, people. You guys are too funny. You guys are absolutely hilarious. I love this. I love this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Bill's fan said that GoPort is also a good option for Orlando, like getting from Orlando to the cruise port. I have no. I have heard
other
use
people
with them.
recommend them.
I've heard the name, yeah. We just have never used them, so I don't know. I'll throw this up there too. We still actually have some space available. If you don't have plans for Christmas, and you can come join us for Christmas. We're going to be on the Cunard Queen Elizabeth for Christmas, December 18th through the 30th out of Miami. So you got no plans. You want to do a last minute cruise, especially if you live in Florida or the surrounding areas, you want to just come hop on a ship with us? It's a beautiful 12-night itinerary. We start in Miami, we go to San Juan, Antigua, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Martin, and Tortola. And we're going to be on the gorgeous and beautiful Cunard Queen Elizabeth. And they've relaxed the dress code. So if you haven't been paying attention lately, you're like, oh man, I don't want to have to get a jacket. I don't want to have to get a suit. I don't want to have to. You don't anymore, actually. During non-gala nights, there are going to be 3 gala nights on this out of 12 nights. On non-gala nights, you just have to be business casual, just like you would be on Princess, Celebrity, or anybody else. I'm going to wear a nice pair of jeans, and I'm going to have a button-down shirt, and that's going to be my dress. On the gala nights, of which there will be 3, they would like you to wear a jacket if you're coming into the restaurant and you're going to be participating in the event. Does not have to be a suit. They just like it to be a jacket. If you don't want to wear a jacket, well, then the buffet would be open for dinner as well. So if you want to come join us, if you got nothing going on in a couple of weeks, come on down, just reach out. We still have space available on that ship. It is a distinctive voyage. It's not my group. It's done by Distinctive Voyages from Travel Leaders Network. I'm just going to be the host. I will be a host on the ship, and there is a free shore excursion included in St. Lucia, and there is a free cocktail reception included, as well as my services. I will be basically your concierge for the 2 weeks. So so if you don't have anything going on, come on board. That would be a lot of fun. And then, of course, we got Hawaii. Eric was talking earlier about another trip. Eric's coming with us to Hawaii. Other people are coming with us to Hawaii. It's going to be February 4th through the 20th, 2026 on the Emerald Princess. 16 days round trip from Los Angeles with 10 sea days. If you're somebody who likes sea days, or you want to go on a transatlantic and you just don't want to go transatlantic, this would be the way to do it. You got 10 days on the ship. LA, Honolulu, Hilo, Kahului, Kauai, and Ensenada are going to be the ports of call. And Rebecca and I are going to spend 3 or 4 nights in Disneyland before the cruise. Never been. Hey, does anybody have any advice for Disneyland? First time going to Disneyland? I would love to hear that.
Well, we do have 2 things booked already.
We do.
Yeah, we have the World of Color dessert party booked, and we have a Phantasmic dinner package booked.
Yes. Will she or will she not catch on fire? That is the question. We don't know. Will we be there on the special nights when the entire dragon catches on fire? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. And of course, we were just, hey, so this kind of cracked me up. We got the La Lita Loca Philadelphia group cruise coming up. We are all going to be arriving on April 16th. And congratulations, Philadelphia. You just started construction on the cruise terminal this week. We're going to be arriving in 5 months. And winter time is starting. Congratulations, Philadelphia. Let's just make it hard on yourselves. We announced this 2 years ago that the ship is coming. And they thought, you know what? That ship is going to be docking in 5 months. Maybe we should start a terminal. I don't know. Would this be a good time to start? And from where the news reports are showing where the terminal is going to be, is literally alongside the runway of the airport. It looks like it's in a horrible location, but it is what it is. Tony wanted to be the first on this ship, the first to sail out of Philadelphia. By golly, we're going to be the first to sail out of Philadelphia. So we're going to be visiting a terminal that doesn't even exist. And who knows, will all the infrastructure be ready in 5 months? I don't know, because they only had 2 years to plan for it. I just think it's hilarious. But, so if you want to come join the fun and see what the chaos is all about, it's going to be a great cruise. We got 3 sea days. So we've got 3 full days, well, not 3 full days, but we will have events on the 3 sea days for the group. Now, the entire group will have events on 2 of the sea days. And if you're a Patreon member of La Lido Loca, there will be a group event for you on the 3rd day. Plus, a lot of us are arriving in Philadelphia early. This cruise is actually Thursday to Thursday, so a bunch of us are arriving on Monday or Tuesday, and we're going to do a food tour, we're going to do a history tour, we're going to spend some time exploring Philadelphia before we get on the ship. And then I am arranging bus shuttles to get from 2 of the hotels in downtown Philadelphia over to the cruise port. So when the chaos happens near the terminal, we can just sit on our bus and relax and let the bus driver figure it out. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So, oh, look at this! This is so much fun. I love what Eric is saying. There is a group of folks staying at the Queen Mary before our Hawaii cruise, and we connected everybody on WhatsApp, and they have a group dinner reservation set up the night before embarkation. I love this, guys. I can't wait to see everybody. So, but real quick, back to La Lido Loca. This is the Norwegian Jewel leaving Philadelphia. We're going to overnight in Bermuda, and then we're going to go to Charleston, South Carolina. Folks, if you haven't been to Charleston, South Carolina from a cruise ship, oh my gosh, now it's one of my favorite ports. We did this on the Brilliant Lady in October. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful port. We'd been there by land because we used to live in Atlanta, but then we came in on a ship and it was a totally different experience and it was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So if you want to come cruise with Tony and Jenny B and La Lido Loca, come join us April 16th through the 23rd. Again, this is on our group travel page. So, hey, Brandy, thank you. You recommend contacting Walter. I can't even say my name. You recommend contacting Walter and talking to him about planning your next trip. You've been working with me on your own Philly cruise, and it's been awesome. That is so nice of you, Brandy. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate that. Oh, SL, any more thumbs up possible? Yeah, hey, if you guys don't mind, doing all those things that social media likes, subscribe, like, share, do all those fabulous things that all the social media platforms love, I would definitely appreciate it. So really, really appreciate it. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Mark is here, Chris is here. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. And again, we're here. If you've got questions about cruising, you got questions about travel, just go ahead and drop them in the chat and we'll do our very best to answer them. One of the things that did come across the newswire, it sounds like Carnival has very quietly raised their gratuities. No announcement, no anything, they just kind of slipped it in there and raised it. And this is why we always recommend.
This has nothing to do with the service charge. It's the drinks and
the bar
charge and the dining gratuities.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, so prepaying would have nothing to do with this.
Never mind. It is I got it backwards. She is saying that the drinks, the gratuities on the drinks have gone from 18% to 20%. That is very interesting. Very interesting.
And
I haven't
any
seen
specialty
the news
dining.
yet.
Although I guess if you had
Specialty
already
dining,
booked
too.
it, that may have been, I
That
can't
may have
remember
been
if Carnival
held, yeah.
wraps that into the price of their packages.
I don't know. We don't cruise Carnival enough. We'll have to ask Tony. Tony cruises Carnival a lot. He's going for, what is it, Diamond? Is that what he's going for? Diamond, Platinum? I can't keep up with
Diamond,
all
I
of
think.
them. Mark, you did the MSC Seascape November 9th, and it was a great cruise out of Galveston. That is such a great option that MSC is there now. I fully expect more cruise. I'm really surprised the Princess left. I would not be surprised to see them come back. The one that I'm waiting to see Virgin come in for a few cruises. Maybe she'll come in, maybe it'll bring the Brilliant Lady over there, although they can bring any of the lady ships over there. I think it'd be kind of cool to bring a lady ship over there for a couple of cruises, just like they did up in New York. They're doing the same thing in LA, so it would be kind of cool to see one of the lady ships swing by for a couple of cruises out of there. That would be awesome. So, hey Marvin, how are you? Cape Liberty Cruise Port was started in 2004, very similar to Philly, and it reopened after Hurricane Sandy overnight for a ship. Yeah, I could totally see that. That's awesome. Alex wants to know who else is going on the Norwegian Philadelphia cruise. So raise your hand. Let us know if you're going on the Norwegian cruise out of Philadelphia. We've got around 200 people or so going on that one. SL, it's good to see you again. It's been a while. One of the things that I absolutely love about what we do here is that we can talk to you all over the world. And SL, you're in Scotland? Is that where you are? I love that. I want to come to Scotland so bad. We just booked he's going to Scotland, right? Yeah. Our brother-in-law is going to Scotland, and we just booked him on a tour. So very, very exciting.
Him and my sister.
Yeah.
Next year?
I can't remember which one they went with. We showed them so many.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But so they're going over there.
I think it's next fall.
Yeah.
Kind of about when we're in Italy.
And, one of the things that we don't talk about a lot is, we do book land tours as well. We do land luxury expedition. We actually do book it all. But, there are limits. I think one of the strongest things that you can do as a professional is to understand your limits. And one of my earliest clients, and she's been a long-time client, we booked so many cruises for her, recently came to me with a trip over in Asia. She wants to do a land trip in Asia. And literally custom, I want to look for this, I want to look for that. And it's definitely outside my wheelhouse. It's not something that I felt comfortable doing. And fortunately, KHM Travel Group, we have over 5,200 travel agents. And I found one of my colleagues over at KHM that I just was able to hand her over because she specializes in Asia. She lived over in South Korea for a while. So she knows the landscape really, really well, and she fully understands what my client is trying to do. And it's lovely where, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to turn around, she's going to steal my client. It's like, no, it truly is a family. And we share so much information amongst each other within KHM Travel. And so that is one of the things that you get by working with us too, is that, even I know my limits. And if it's something that I don't feel totally comfortable that I'm going to give you that best travel experience, and I'm going to hand you to one of my colleagues that I do trust that's going to take care of you. So yeah.
I mean, you have plenty of kind of pre-built Asia
itineraries. Oh yeah, I have pre-built
but if you
stuff
need
all day.
something custom, that's a little more
Yeah, if you need a
difficult.
custom tour, in Indonesia, that's definitely not something I feel comfortable putting together. So, but fortunately, is he landing?
Overhead.
Sure sounds like he's landing.
I think he went that way.
Yeah.
Over
wow.
the house, over the top of the house.
Yeah, he was low, whoever he was. Let's see, your husband, you and Bob are staying, Bean's mom. So, Bean's mom, I sent an email out to everybody asking if you'd like to be in a WhatsApp group. So if you didn't respond to that, just shoot me an email and say you'd like to be in the WhatsApp group, and I'll just go ahead and add you. They've all been communicating through the WhatsApp group, so it's awesome. So let's see. Any questions here yet? Okay. I love that y'all are talking about the Hawaii cruise, and I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, we got our excursions all figured out. We've got Disney kind of figured out.
Yeah, thanks to Miss Stephanie, I'm doing definitely the most expensive excursion I've ever booked. Thank you, Stephanie. But Stephanie, the
dog sled thing in Alaska might have been close.
Yeah, but
Not
then we
that
ended up not doing it.
Yeah, but
yeah.
we did book it.
But so there are obviously a lot of helicopter tours in Hawaii, because Hawaii is just absolutely gorgeous, and one of the best ways to really be able to see it is from the air. So they got all these helicopter tours, and it's on Kauai.
Kauai.
On Kauai is where they shot a lot of Jurassic Park, and oh yay, good. So that's where they shot a lot of Jurassic Park. And there is the famous scene literally right in the beginning of the entire franchise where the helicopter flies in and then it lands very close to a waterfall. And it's a famous waterfall. For the movie, they actually built the helipad, and that's where the helicopter comes down and lands. There is only one helicopter company that I know of that's actually allowed to do the landing. They can't land on the helipad because the helipad is gone, but they do land nearby, and that is the one that I booked. So I'm going to get to fly around. And apparently, according to Stephanie, they put the Jurassic Park music in your headset, so you're hearing the theme song as you're flying up. So
You have to rewatch the movie before you do it.
I probably will have to watch the movie again before I go, just so I can remind myself of everything. So, but it looks like so much fun. One of the interesting things is though they tell you to wear dark clothing because the light is going to reflect off the glass, and of course everybody's going to be trying to take pictures and video from the helicopter. And if you wear light clothing, you're going to see that reflection in the glass. I thought that was very interesting. So I'm making sure that I just get a plain black T-shirt. That's what I'm going to wear, just a plain black T-shirt, nothing on it. So I can do that.
I have to say, there are some, not a Jurassic Park one, but there are some helicopter tours in Hawaii that advertise themselves as having no doors on the helicopter. That seems like a bad idea to me. I don't know. I don't like that idea. That would scare me.
So if you want to do this helicopter thing where we're going to land on a waterfall, I'll tell you, it is an expensive tour. But I don't really do. We don't very often do these like really extravagant, expensive excursions. We do a lot of the smaller things. We do a lot of food tours. You see us on food tours all the time. I really enjoy those.
And in fact, while he's doing his helicopter thing, I'm going to be on a food tour.
Yeah, she's going to be on a food tour. And then after the helicopter, which is so cool, one of our clients lives very close by. Oh, that's not there?
No,
Which one?
that's
That's
Maui.
Maui. That's Maui. Kauai, Maui, I get them all mixed up. But in Hawaii, one of our clients lives there, so we're going to meet up with them. Oh, Nancy, you booked the helicopter too, the one that lands lands at the waterfall? Oh, we should coordinate, see if maybe we can get on the same helicopter. That would be fun. But one of our clients lives in Maui, and we are going to be visiting with them. So Rebecca and I are going to do a whale watching tour in the morning, and they're actually going to pick us up for lunch after the tour. So I'm so excited to actually finally meet them. I send them all over the globe. So Nancy, yes, you and I need to coordinate. If she booked the one that lands, so we'll have to coordinate and see if we can't get on the same helicopter. That would be a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, SL, we will definitely say hello. When Randy and Heather come to your town, say hello. That's what I'm just kidding. But yeah, thank you. I'm incredibly jealous that they're getting to do that tour. I really, really want to go on that tour. Kathy, the WhatsApp group is for the Hawaii cruise, not for the Philadelphia cruise yet. I don't know if there will be one running
There's a
for
Facebook
Philly.
group for Philly, though, right?
There is a Facebook group for Philadelphia, though, so if you want to connect to other people.
Jenny's in charge of that, right?
Yeah, Jenny's in charge of that. I'm running the cruise. That's enough. Jenny's taking care of that. Although we are going to be helping them out with the trip. Mark says the new MSC port in Galveston was pretty impressive. From dropping back to being on the boat in 20 minutes. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. I know they put a lot of work into that. That's awesome. It's nice to see that they're expanding over there in Philly, or excuse me, in Galveston. So nice. So yeah, we still haven't sailed out of Galveston. I need to come over there. So
We had one booked,
yeah,
and then,
yeah.
no cruising.
Yeah, no cruising. So, travel, yes, says Carnival increased gratuities on food and beverages by 11%. It was 18%, now it's 20%. So it's an 11% true increase if you do the actual math. That's amazing. Good morning, San Antonio, Texas. Hello. Good to see you. Okay, great. Any other questions over here? No. Well, you guys are a little quiet today. I guess we're getting ready for the holidays. Everybody's just a little quiet this morning.
Oh, gosh, we're only 11 days away from our Cunard cruise.
I know. I need to pick up my tuxedo tomorrow. I need to get over there and pick up my tux. And again, you don't need a tuxedo. You don't need a tuxedo to go on Cunard. However, you all know I'm friends with Gary Bembridge, and Gary said, if you get a tuxedo, you will have more fun. Lean into, because Cunard is really the last of the cruise lines that really leans into the whole gala night, the tuxes, the suits, all of that. They're really the last cruise line that really leans into that. And he said, if you get a tuxedo, he said, you don't need it, but if you get it, you will have more fun if you lean into it. And he's right. I'm really excited about it. You know, it was so much fun. It was so much fun to get fitted for one. 'Cause I haven't had one in a while. I got one. The jacket has a paisley pattern on it.
Yeah, it's kind of black on black.
Yeah, it's a
basically.
black on black paisley pattern, and then the slacks are just your standard slack. But I wanted to get something with a little pattern on it for the jacket. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, and I think, well, I actually got the list. I think I'm hosting like 40 people or something like that on the cruise. And again, if you want to come join us, let me flip this up here. It is a Cunard Queen Elizabeth is what we're talking about, and it sails in 11 days.
11 days. I don't know how quickly Cunard closes out. Like Princess
I
closes
don't know,
their
but it's still
cruises
open. I checked
pretty
it this
quick.
morning.
Yeah.
The cruise is still open as of this morning. I don't know, probably sometime this week it might close out. They'll probably sell it this week, and then probably next weekend they'll close it out. So, but it is still there, and it's a beautiful ship. She happened to be pulling into her berth when the Brilliant Lady was coming into Port Miami as well. So she was literally right. I opened the blinds, and there she was right outside her window, and I was like, "Oh my God, what a beautiful ship!" So
And
I
it
cannot
was
wait.
her first time in Miami.
Yeah, so both the Brilliant Lady and Queen Elizabeth came in on the same morning for the first time. So that was actually really cool. It was actually really cool. So, let's see. Thumbs up gets you 25 chat here on YouTube. That's hilarious, Diabetic. I love that. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for your support. Y'all have been amazing. Y'all have been, after you don't know, I really didn't know what I was going to do with the second part of my life, because I kind of got unceremoniously pushed out of the creative field. After you turn 50 something, apparently you just don't know anything anymore. So I really didn't know what I was going to do, and I was very fortunate to have met a travel agent on Scarlet Lady, on our very first Scarlet Lady cruise, who explained, host agencies and KHM and things like that, and that kind of got the ball rolling. That got the spark going, and then here we are 3 years later. So, yeah, it's been an amazing ride, and we're so thankful to all of you, because it was actually the TikTok audience that said, we wish you were a travel agent. We like all the things you're sharing. We like the information you're sharing, and we wish we could book cruises through you. And sure enough, here we are booking cruises, and we booked about 1,500, 1,700 trips total, cruise and land. Just a few land. We haven't booked a whole lot of land yet, but we'll be booking more land. So, Darla, your retired sister and her want to do a wellness spa land vacation in Arizona or New Mexico. Is that something that I could help with? Probably. I'm not going to say 100% yes, I can, but probably. But yeah, I mean, it does not hurt to have them reach out to me, because even if it's something that's outside my wheelhouse, just like we talked about earlier with the Asia trip, there is definitely somebody at KHM Travel Group who can help with it. So if you just simply reach out or have them reach out, and I'll take the information. I'm working with somebody right now. This is actually Virgin Voyages is a great spot for that, because of their wellness program on there. I'm working with somebody else right now who is doing, it's like holistic something wellness. I'm blanking on it right now, but we're actually looking at Royal Caribbean to do a cruise on there, because she actually wants to use the conference space to do a lot of there's a lot of not classroom work, but that kind of a thing, where she wants to be able to have the big screen and all of that. So we're actually looking at Royal Caribbean, because Royal Caribbean has amazing conference space. And Virgin Voyages is well set up for health and wellness, just because, they have all the outdoor exercise spacing, space. They have the beautiful perch for yoga and meditation and things like that up top. So, that could always be a possibility too. But yeah, just certainly have them reach out. And, if that's outside my wheelhouse, we have 5,200 colleagues at KHM Travel Group, and somebody will be able to help them out by all means. Let's see. Darla, you hear that American Cruise Line is really nice. They are. They're beautiful. So I bet a lot of people don't even realize that there is a cruise line right here in the U.S. It's a river cruise line called American Cruise Line. They do the rivers of the U.S., and then they also do the coast too. So, the Northeast, the Southeast, the West Coast, and especially Alaska. And you're talking like 200 passengers on some of these coastal cats. So they are very nice. We've seen their ships in Key West a couple of times. They're beautiful little catamarans that they go there. But they do the Snake River, they do the Mississippi River. I think they do the Hudson River in New York. I'd have to double check that. Yeah, no, American Cruise Line is a lovely, lovely cruise line. Pretty much the same like pricing type of structure as what you would see over in Europe. As over here, the same idea. That's pretty much all inclusive, things like that. And one of the things that they have, I know with their Mississippi ships, is they can pull up pretty much anywhere on the shore. They have this big, massive ramp that if there's no dock or whatever, they're just simply going to put their own ramp out and lock it up on land, and you just walk off the ship wherever they need to pull in. So. Matthew wants to know, are there any Mediterranean cruises that sail in January? Absolutely, there are. For sure, like Costa MSC are going to be sailing around in the Mediterranean.
And I believe in 27, Oceania's going to have a full-time
Oceania.
presence in the Med.
Absolutely, and whatchamacallit, Viking, I believe,
Yeah.
is there year-round. So yeah, no, there are cruises in the
Won't
Med.
be any of the mainstream lines.
No, not yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point,
Although I
somebody
guess
like
MSC
Celebrity.
is technically a mainstream
Yeah,
line.
MSC is a mainstream, but they're based there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they are available. I mean, if you want us to do some research for you, Matthew, by all means, reach out. We have started to get some requests for off-season Mediterranean cruising, and that's just off the top of my head. There could be others as well, but I would not be surprised if at some point somebody like a Celebrity or a Princess might leave a ship there all year and just let's see what happens, kind of a thing. I think that would be interesting. That's right, Benny. The American Cruise Line ties up at Punta Gorda every week. So that's right. That is one of the things. And American Cruise Lines is on the Great Lakes, as Kathy said. That's awesome. Diabetic's going to wave to us from Honolulu. Nice. I'll tell you what, if you live in Honolulu, make sure you get a hold of me via email, because if you live there, I would love to at least come say hello. Honolulu is actually our longest stop to allow for the luau in the evening.
That's the only stop where we're doing 2 excursions, one in the morning and then the luau in the evening.
Luau in the evening, because you kind of have to do the luau, right?
I know it's touristy, I get it, but
It's very touristy.
we've never been to Hawaii, so
Yeah.
I kind of feel obligated.
And that's like in Italy, we are doing a couple of touristy things, but the touristy things are the Colosseum and the Vatican. So, I mean, our first time to Italy, so we do kind of want to see those 2 things. But we are going to do a cooking class, hopefully, and a food tour. I really like going off and exploring the food of local areas, so hopefully we're going to do that as well. So I hope you guys, if you want to come join us on any of these group cruises, or if you want to start your own group cruise. That's what happened yesterday, day before. I just got an email saying, can you put together a group cruise? I got this wellness idea. Yes, I can absolutely put together a group cruise. So if you want to put together your own group cruise, simply reach out, either myself, Corey, or Mindy. We can all help you set up a group. I will say, like, if you're looking at Royal Caribbean ships, they are really hard to get groups on right now, unless we set it up the day that they come out. Group space goes very quickly on those ships. As you can imagine, they're incredibly popular. But, a lot of other things, can be nice.
And definitely, if anybody wants to plan a group, plan it as far out as you possibly can.
Far out as you can.
Because, like he said, group space sells out.
Yeah, and if you want to get the best pricing,
Yeah.
want to get it early. So, and plus, give people longer to pay for it. That's why we set up our Christmas cruise so far in advance. In fact, I'll pop that up. I'm going to pop up the picture with Stephanie, because she's just so doggone cute. Stephanie is coming with us on our Christmas cruise, so if you want to come. But we locked this down 2 years. Yeah, we gotta wait 2 years until we go on this cruise. 2 years from today, we will be stepping on the Avalon View, but you have 2 years to pay for it. Final payment is not due until September of 27, so you have a nice long time to spread out the cost. European river cruises are not cheap, and then you add on a 3-week window of Christmas cruises, and the price goes up again. But, like I've been saying all along, our rate is currently up to $700 per person below what Avalon is currently advertising. Part of that is because prepaid gratuities are included with our group. You have to add another $150 per person to the online fare to add those prepaid gratuities. So we have those built in, which is really, really nice. So yeah. So if you want to set up a group or you want to see what we have going on, just go to where'swaltertravel.com. There should be links in the description of wherever you're watching this from. And just go to group travel. And any group that we currently have, including, Cruise Man, Mindy's group, they're all there. They're all there for you to see. So I love it. Hey, SL is saying that the Paisley pattern is associated with your hometown, Paisley in Scotland. Are you kidding me? That is so cool. I like the thought that your tuxedo jacket includes the pattern. You'll be wearing it on a Cunard ship. See, it was, it was, having a plain black jacket on a plain black pants. That's just not me. I need a little something somewhere. And what's nice is, the jacket, I could wear that with jeans if I want to. I could wear it with a cowboy hat if I want to. I can wear it with a lot of different things.
And if you decide to get a second jacket, you can wear it with your plain black pants.
Yeah. So, I can do a bunch of things. So I had no idea. Thank you so much for sharing that. So yeah, I will definitely be posting videos. I will be posting photos from the ship on the Cunard, so that's going to be amazing. Stephanie's so cute. So this past week, we did get a chance to hang out with Stephanie, and we got to watch what we all now lovingly refer to as Stephanie's Parade. It is the new Disney Starlight Parade, and when Whimsy, the train...
And I'm sure that's not the official title.
It's the official title. It's the subtitle.
No,
Disney Starlight Stephanie's Parade.
Yeah, but there's more to it than just Disney Starlight. There's like 5, I don't know.
Something.
Disney makes things complicated.
But Disney Starlight, better known as Stephanie's Parade. When you go and Whimsy the train comes out and you see that really cute little animated face smiling at you, that is Stephanie's work. So that's awesome. And if you haven't watched the christening yet of the Disney Destiny, go find it on YouTube. It's in the Disney Parks channel. Stephanie was the lead artist on that entire christening. Her work is amazing. And make sure you watch the behind the scenes of it too, because you finally get a chance to see the real Stephanie, the Stephanie that we know and love. Right at the end, there's this cute little clip of her right at the end. But she's the star of that behind the scenes as well. So you need to go watch that. She's amazing. And she's coming on our Christmas cruise, barring any last minute work with the mouse. If the mouse says she must do some work, then she may not. So
you may not see a whole lot of Stephanie because she's been in Florida so long. You might just see eyeballs.
Yeah, you might just see eyeballs.
Like
she might just be completely covered up from here to here. So yeah, you never know. But yeah, so right now she's scheduled to be with us on that cruise. It's going to be amazing to see her down there. But that is so cool about the Paisley pattern. I had no idea. See, I didn't even know. So, and it's the bottom of the hour. I'm going to remind you all, I am Walter with Where's Walter Travel. We are an independent travel agency booking cruise, land, luxury, and expedition. We charge nothing for our services. Our services are truly 100% free to you. So if we can help you plan your cruises, your land tours, your expeditions, your luxury travel, just reach out. where'swaltertravel.com. Wherever you're watching me, there are links down in the description, and we can certainly set up a time to chat. You can schedule a call with me, with Corey, with Mindy. Any one of the three of us will take care of you. So let's see. Oh my goodness. So we have a food thing. Aaron is saying the ceviche tostada truck is a must-try for our Hawaii cruise Ensenada stop. It is Anthony Bourdain certified. That's hilarious. You can send you the info. Yeah, why not? Send us the info. I would appreciate that. One of the things I love about this is everybody sharing everything. So it's awesome. And I do appreciate that. So yeah, so please do send that along. That'll be awesome. I haven't asked everybody, what is your next cruise? I always forget. I wait until the end of the show, and I'm like, hey, what's your next cruise? Or what is your next cruise? We are obviously going on the Cunard Queen Elizabeth, and then in February, we will be traveling for a month on the...
And between that, we have the Top 100 cruise.
That's right. We're going on a Top 100 cruise in January. We're going on the Scarlet Lady. we're excited to be going on the Scarlet Lady. They invited us on that ship this year because she has the Lotus Blossom restaurant, which we've not.
Lucky Lotus.
Lucky Lotus, which we've not had a chance to try yet.
I'm excited.
Yeah, when is that? January? I don't know. January something.
In 31 days.
Yeah, so we got Queen Elizabeth, we got Scarlet Lady, then we've got back-to-back the Emerald Princess and the Norwegian Encore. So yeah, we'll be on the for February. We're traveling for a month. It's going to be absolutely insane. You're going on the Disney Treasure. Oh man, we're going on Disney Treasure February 28th. Oh my gosh, that's going to be an amazing trip. Alex is going to be on the Philadelphia cruise. I love it. Celebrity Apex in February. Nice. That's going to be out of Port Canaveral. Yeah, we need to get over there.
I know. We do.
We haven't been on an Edge class ship, and she's right there. She's an hour away. We should be going on that. Cruising Chris, 13 days until Carnival Horizon Christmas Cruise. This is going to be our third year in a row being on a Christmas cruise. The only difference this year is we're not on for New Year's.
No.
We've been on for New Year's the past 2 years in a row, but this year we will be on for just Christmas. Diabetic, if I own my own tuxedo, I will find occasion to wear it. Might bring it on the Virgin Voyages Top 100. Who knows? I should get
I'm not bringing my fancy dress, though.
You're not bringing your fancy dress. Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
know.
virgin. I'll bring it on Cunard.
I might bring the jacket. I don't know if I'll bring the whole tux, but I might bring the jacket, and maybe I'll get like I have a red Christmas tie, but I can just get a really nice red tie to go with it. That's all. But yeah, no, when you own your own tuxedo, you will find uses for it, right? And especially because we drive to so many of our cruises, or we take the train to so many of our cruises, I could take it with us. You never know where that jacket's going to pop up. Who is coming on my next Thursday live stream? Good question, Alex. Because of the holidays in December and all of that, I don't think we have anybody else this month. I think my next currently scheduled is coming up in a while, because then we're going to be traveling a lot. So I will be doing the Thursday night show this coming Thursday night, topic to be determined. But the next one that I have scheduled that I can think of offhand is Ama Waterways. It's coming on. So what Alex is talking about, and if you've never seen them, on many Thursday nights, I will host one of our travel partners on the show. We've had, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Avalon Waterways, Celestial Cruises, Virgin Voyages, so many Explorer Journeys. They have come on for an hour of a cruise conversation, and if you'd like to see any of them, they're on my YouTube channel, Where's Walter Travel, and go under the live, and you will find, I think we've done probably 50 of them by now. And I'm going through the process of lining up people again for next year. Part of the problem is, like, the whole month of February, I'm traveling. And, December was just kind of a mess to get people to schedule because so many of them are traveling. So I think it's really going to get back on a roll, probably not until March, once we're done with a lot of our traveling. But I am going to try to get people to come on Thursday nights while I'm on ships, if I can. It's very difficult to do that. Because, the marketing departments are in charge of all of that, and they don't want somebody talking to me.
The people on the ships are busy.
Yeah. And
working. I
know. How rude. Maybe I should just sit at a bar and we'll just talk to a bartender for an hour. That would actually be kind of fun, actually. You never know. So, let's see. Beam's mom's coming to Hawaii. Betty is getting ready for Italy. You just booked the airfare. Fabulous. Terry, you're going out on the 20th on the Star Princess, then you go out on the Silhouette, and then the Sun Princess. So you're kind of doing back to back to back. I love it. The triple header. That's a good triple header there. You got both of the new Sphere class ships. It'll be interesting to see. And you're kind of going on them backwards. You're going on the new one that has some of the improved flow, and then you're going on the original one. So it'll be really interesting to see that
I do really
comparison.
like that they changed how they're doing Spellbound.
Yes. Yes, and I hope that they brought that to the Sun.
Yeah.
Rebecca's talking about that magic experience, which is fantastic, by the way. It is absolutely, I loved it. It's just on the Sun Princess, when they introduced Spellbound, they had this whole dinner thing going on, and it was just like, it was a good dinner, but it made the whole thing like a 4-hour experience, and that's a long time. I just want to get some drinks. I want to watch the the magician. The magician that did the close-up hand magic right there at the bar was amazing. So on the Star Princess, they changed the experience where it's just the Spellbound, I haven't seen if the Sun Princess followed suit.
Yeah, I
I
don't
hope they
know.
did. I really
Yeah,
hope
so
they
it's,
did.
it's just the bar experience, and then you go
Yeah.
and see the performance in the little venue they have
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So,
There's a question to throw out. I mean, Alex is saying we should do a holiday group cruise. Those are usually difficult to pull off because so many people have like so many different ideas for spending the holidays, and a lot of people do like to just be home for the holidays.
I mean, we did do a
So-
Thanksgiving cruise. That's a little easier than
Thanksgiving
Christmas.
we've done, and we will
I
probably
suppose
do
New
another
Year's
Thanksgiving.
might not be a bad one to try.
Which one?
New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's, maybe. We'll probably do another Thanksgiving one, because Thanksgiving's great, because, you don't have any of the pressure of the turkey. Christmas tends to be a hard one, but New Year's, maybe a New Year's group cruise. I don't know. What do y'all think? Any, those of y'all who are watching, what do you think? Would you do like a New Year's
We will be on a
group?
ship for Valentine's Day again this
Yeah.
coming year.
Yes, we will be on Valentine's again. Now, the Valentine's group, I definitely want to do that again, because that was a lot of fun. I mean, we had 200 people show up. We did the vow renewal thing. That was a lot of fun. That seemed to be a really good day for a group. Plus, we had a great ship. We had the Margaritaville Islander. We are looking at the Margaritaville Beachcomber very closely. We will be setting up a group on that. They have one rule with their groups right now that they need to change before I can do it, and it affects you solo travelers, and I simply won't book a group until they change that rule for the solos. So that reminds me, I need to reach out to them, because it penalizes the solo travelers, and I don't like it. So once they fix that rule, then we'll look at opening that up. Benny says that the Spellbound was spectacular, but it was way too long with the dinner. It was. It was just a 4-hour experience. You don't need a 4-hour experience on a cruise
Which
ship.
is why I'm so glad they shortened it up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an
About
hour and a
2
half,
hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, it's like 2 hours now, which is fine. That's great. It's a show.
Yeah.
It's a 2-hour show,
Drinks
which
and
is
a
great.
show.
Drinks and a show. I think you get 2 or 3 drinks with
I
the
don't
thing.
remember how many. There's a
And-
lot of glitter going on in their drinks, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of glitter. There's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of sparkly things happening. It's a great experience, and it's truly unique at sea. There's nobody else that does anything quite like it. So I love that.
And they do have non-alcoholic cocktail options.
They sure do.
So,
They sure do. Aaron has 362 days until the Star Princess. Yes, that's way too long, Aaron. You need to get another cruise on the books ASAP. Yeah, look, and obviously we are very abnormal because we do have the time to take these cruises. Plus, we're hosting a lot of our own groups, so I know that we are different because
and
we get a
Walter
chance
does
to do all this.
work while he's on these
I
trips.
work a lot during these trips. I am trying to cut it back. I'm trying to let Mindy and Corey take on more. So when I'm actually on the ship, plus we just don't know about the Wi-Fi. Like right now, during the Cunard cruise, I'm going to have extremely limited hours where you can set up a meeting with me, just because I don't know the Wi-Fi situation on the Queen Elizabeth yet. Once I'm on the ship and I test it and it looks like it's working better, I'll probably open up more hours. Plus, I'm going to be hosting like around 40 people or so that I don't know. These are the interesting thing about being a Distinctive Voyages host is these are not necessarily people that I booked. It's just travel agents within the Travel Leaders Network Consortium book these folks on the ship, and I will meet them for the first time once I'm on the ship. So it'll be rather interesting for this. So I will be definitely busy until we get to St. Lucia. Once we get to St. Lucia and the group excursion is done, I'll have more time. So I do work during a lot of these trips. I meet people on ships all the time saying it must be nice to take all these trips, and it's like, yeah, I do work 6 hours a day rather frequently when I'm on the ship, and especially when I'm on a ship like Virgin Voyages where I got work from sea. Oh my God, the speeds are so good, so I can just do that. Yeah, Alex, the Thanksgiving is a lot of fun. So one of the things I really loved when we were on, Alex saying that a Thanksgiving would be a great group cruise, especially since most of the lines have special menus. On Virgin Voyages, I don't know if they still do it, but when we were on for Virgin, each of the 6 primary restaurants had their own take on a Thanksgiving meal, and they served it for the entire cruise so that you had the opportunity to try them. You didn't just have to, pick one restaurant for Thanksgiving. You could try all of the restaurants, and it was really cool. So I think we did 3 total.
I did
And
none, so don't
I
ask me.
actually liked the test kitchen. I loved the test kitchen, and at the time, Razzle Dazzle did a fried turkey, which was actually kind of cool too. So yeah, so we might have to do. I do like the Thanksgiving. Now the thing that I recommend if you do go on a Thanksgiving cruise, don't get the Thanksgiving dinner in the main dining room, especially if you're on a big ship. Now maybe if you're on Oceania, Azamara, Regent, Viking, something like that, yes, you can do that in the main dining room. But on these big ships, your Royal Caribbeans, your Hollands, your Princess, things like that, it's hard to make a good turkey dinner for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people. It's probably going to be like Piccadilly Cafeteria. I mean, it's kind of hard to get around that. So my recommendation is on actual Thanksgiving night is go to a specialty restaurant. If they're serving Thanksgiving dinner and you want to have it, fine, go ahead and order it there because it will be prepared just for you, or just have something alternative.
And if you really want that turkey,
Yeah.
go to the buffet, because
Go to the
generally
buffet.
they are carving a whole turkey, whereas in the
Yeah.
main restaurant, they're going to bring it out to you already carved up.
Absolutely. So yeah, so you can. So if you really want that turkey dinner on Thanksgiving night, actually the better meal is usually going to be in the buffet because it's fresh cut turkey. So yeah. So Thanksgiving is a great one because you just don't have all that pressure. Although we had a good turkey this year. Zach and Mindy came over. I don't prepare turkey all that often, but it came out really, really good. And yeah, group cruises are a lot of fun. Some people just don't quite get the whole, it's like, oh, do I have to spend all my time with everybody in the group? It's like, no, you don't. The two main advantages to a group is very often there will either be a discount on this cruise or there may be some additional perks in it. But the biggest thing is you're going on board with a bunch of like-minded people, so you kind of have this built-in community. And if you just kind of want to meet some folks, and maybe, especially for solo travelers, it's great because you do end up being part of a group and it's kind of a built-in community. That's the biggest thing about a group. It's not so much, everybody's going to do everything together. It's just, hey, I'm traveling with a bunch of like-minded people. Maybe I'll meet some folks that I want to hang out with. And that does it, that's probably the biggest advantage of going on a group cruise.
For our groups that we do, we don't schedule things wall to wall.
No.
We keep things nice and kind of loose. We have some stuff scheduled, but we also have plenty of time for you to do your own thing.
Yeah. Darla has just under 3 months until Explora in the Caribbean, San Juan and Miami. Love it. Yeah, we are, I saw Alex referenced it earlier in the show, and I apologize, I missed it. We are actively looking at Explorer Journeys for a group. That is one of my favorite cruise lines. And we will be setting up an Explorer Journeys group. Yes, it absolutely will be an Explorer Journeys group. It will be in the Caribbean.
It's been a little bit overwhelming trying to figure out what would be a good group. Do I want to keep it shorter so the price is more reasonable-ish? Or do I want to spend as much time as possible on the ship?
I would go for the latter, personally, on the Explorer ship.
But it's not just our personal preference. It's,
Exactly.
What would everybody like?
Exactly. So we're working on that. And then, of course, at the same time, we're working on logistics for Hawaii. We're working on logistics for Italy. So, we are trying to make sure that we take care of those things before we go ahead and introduce yet another group cruise. So we do have quite a few group cruises currently that we're managing. So we kind of have to walk that line, and we don't want to overwhelm everybody. We're already doing research on the Christmas one. That's 2 years away. We've already been answering questions for people on that one. And those of you who are already booked, you should have gotten another referral letter yesterday. So that should be good. Darla, it might be one way to keep you up for the ball drop. I'm telling you, New Year's on a ship is fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. I don't think we've made it actually to midnight.
I'm not sure.
Actually, I think we did on Oceania. We made it.
No, I'm not sure we did on Oceania because we went up to the New Year's party and it was so crowded because it was going to be outside.
Yeah.
And the weather made it so that they had to move it inside. So it was just so crowded by the time we got there.
And we could never figure out why they put it in that particular venue and not the big venue downstairs.
I think they were doing something else in there.
Yeah.
But at any rate, so I don't know that because I think we spent all of 10 minutes there and then we were like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we might have on Azamara.
We might have. I can't remember.
I'm generally not a stay up till
Because
midnight
we had
person.
because on Azamara, it was basically another white night party outside, and it was fabulous. It was absolutely fabulous. So Gigi, 60 days to Hawaii.
59.
59. Rebecca says 59, Gigi. Are you on our cruise? You're on our cruise, right? Rebecca says it's 59 to Hawaii. So yes, yes, I cannot wait. And then
But
Kelly.
I'm also counting down to like actual sail away. So
Yeah.
it's like 59 days and some hours.
So Kelly is asking about Hawaii. Gigi says yes. Okay, I stand corrected. Kelly, Hawaii is our group cruise on the Emerald Princess. We're sailing round trip from Los Angeles. It's 16 days, February 4th through the 20th of next year, like in 3 months, in 59 days.
So basically 2 months.
Yeah, so we sail from LA to Honolulu, Hilo, Kahulo, Kauai, and Ensenada. And we have 10 sea days total. So if you want to come join us, there's still space on the ship. You can still come join the group. I can't remember how many are on that one. It's a smaller group, but we're probably going to do like some game days and things like that because we got 10 sea days just to hang out and relax on the ship. Oh, the Super Bowl is going to be happening during that as well. So I'm sure they'll have the game on the big screen out by the pool, and there's probably going to be some Super Bowl parties going on during the cruise. So it didn't even occur to me. I didn't even wasn't even in my thought process that the Super Bowl is going to be on that particular cruise. So yeah, so we're going to Hawaii on the Emerald Princess.
And we have done the Super Bowl on a princess ship before.
We have, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I packed our clothing because it was the last night, but
Yay.
Walter played with the Super Bowl party stuff.
So SL is got 130 days until your cruise around the Mediterranean next April, and you're counting down the days. Of course, we're counting down the days. We got to count down. You know, life is always good when you got that cruise counter going on. And how many do we have currently?
1,
Booked?
2, 3, 4.
Too many?
6, 7.
I don't know if there's such a thing as too many. We have seven cruises
Although
currently.
technically, I don't know that the Virgin one is officially all booked up, but it's in the works.
Yes. So we have 7 currently on the books, including the one that Virgin Voyages invited us on for being a top 100 sales agent for last year. So, but yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't know.
Cruise countdowns.
Cruise countdown. So there's a question. Is there such a thing as having too many cruises booked? Like actually booked at one time? Is there such a thing? What does the peanut gallery say on that? Is there such a thing as having too many cruises booked?
I will say there probably is, because it's hard to plan for all of these things simultaneously. Yeah, I mean, we've got Cunard figured out. We're really not going to have much going on the Virgin cruise because it's just a short one. Mm-hmm. We got Hawaii figured out. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to do much on the Encore other than whatever KHM stuff you have going on.
So the Norwegian Encore is actually a KHM travel group trip. That's our annual Crystal Conference. So they'll be handing out awards, we'll be doing training and all of this stuff. So I hopefully on that cruise, we are going to do a Mario Kart event because that's one of the ships that we're on the Norwegian Encore. They have a go-kart track. So I have suggested that we do a Mario Kart race, and KHM always has a fundraiser for charity. And I said, we could make that the entry fee for the racing. So we'll
Are
see.
they going to have the pier done for Great Stirrup Key yet?
When is that? February? I don't know. I think they pushed it back to March.
Yeah, I probably won't get off.
Yeah. So.
So I'm still
Bill's
currently
fan
trying to
says
plan.
never enough. I agree with that.
Currently trying to plan whatever we're going to do in Bermuda and Charleston for the Lolita Loca cruise.
Yeah,
we kind of got Philadelphia figured out.
Yeah,
But,
Philadelphia is going to be a lot of fun. We're doing
And then
a food
obviously
tour
we're
and a
also
history
working
tour.
on the Med.
Yes, the Med. So we have, again, for those of you who are booked on our Italy cruise, you will be receiving an email later today with a proposed itinerary for a pre-cruise land tour. And what's really cool about this, it includes the hotels, the transfers, the tours, like everything. So We would all fly, whoever wants to do this, you would fly into Rome to start. We're going to spend a few days in Rome. Then we're going to take a first-class train trip up to Venice, where we will be met, transferred into the hotel. We're going to spend a couple days in Venice. Then it's either a transfer or a first-class train that will take us to Ravenna. So Ravenna is the actual port where we're going to get on the Celebrity Constellation. And the reason why we're going in there the night before is because it's a 3.5-hour trip. And we feel better logistically not doing that on the day of the cruise. Let's just get to Ravenna. And Ravenna has spectacular mosaic artwork that we're like Ravenna itself is a beautiful city to visit. So we, we want to get to the cruise port the night before the cruise, so we're there. And secondly, it's a beautiful city to visit. So we're actually going to spend time in 3 different cities during this pre-cruise land tour: Rome, Venice, and Ravenna. And all of the transfers are there as well. That final transfer that's going to take us from the hotel over to the port is also included. So we're going to have the hotels, the transfers, and the tours all wrapped up in this trip that we put together. And it is a custom itinerary. So if you guys have some input and you're like, hey, maybe can we do this instead of that, or can we make it do this instead of that? It is a custom itinerary, so the tours can be tweaked. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, Dog Days of Summer says too many cruises could be overwhelming. I guess from the planning stage, it could be.
Yeah, and see, Walter's not overwhelmed by them because he does planning for other people's cruises. I have to do all the planning for our own cruises.
It's
so
hilarious.
I'm the one who's getting overwhelmed.
It's really funny when we go on our own cruises. People are like, "So what are you doing?" And I literally say, "I don't know." I don't know. I plan everybody else's trip down to a T. But, I just go, Rebecca, you take care of what it is we're doing.
Although you did plan the Jurassic Park helicopter thing on your own.
Well, Stephanie did.
You can't ever remember which island it's on, but.
Yeah, I don't take credit for the Jurassic Park helicopter in Hawaii. That was Stephanie. Stephanie showed us that one, and it was absolutely amazing. So yes, I'm totally doing that. I'm spending way too much money on it, but I am so excited.
Like Alaska, Hawaii tours are on the expensive side for the most part.
Yeah, somebody actually, one of our clients, like, wow, man, these whale watching tours in Alaska are pretty expensive. And I said, well, they're relatively cheap. I said, did you look at the dog sled tours with the helicopter? And I think they about fainted when they saw that. These are, especially when you involve a helicopter right off the bat, the price shoots up. But these are things that you can only do in very limited places.
And Alaska is a very limited tourist season, so they have to take that into account as well, because they're not going to be making a ton of tourist dollars between October and April.
Yeah, exactly. So. SL says the pre-cruise land tour in Italy sounds amazing. That's a great idea. This is one of the things that we really recommend for a lot of our clients. If you have the time, look, not everybody has the time, but even if you just have an extra day at the beginning of the cruise, an extra day at the end of the cruise, you're taking this time to travel to wherever it is you're traveling to. And more often than not, it's a place where, if you gave it an extra day, one, you can extend your vacation, but two, you can explore, what that place has to offer. Like here, you just say, well, Orlando, yeah, everybody knows about the theme parks and things like that, but did you know that Cocoa Beach is an absolutely lovely place to just unwind for a couple of days? It's an old school throwback beach type of town, plus you've got the Kennedy Space Center over there. If we're going all the way to Italy, from the United States, that is a long way to fly, and I don't want to go there for a 10-day cruise. Yes, the 10-day cruise is nice. We're going to be there for 10 days. But we're also not going to be staying in Italy after the cruise. We're going to be coming on back on the ship. So I want to maximize my time over there. So yeah, we are starting to do this more with some clients. Now, here's something to think about too. Not only, are we going to spend time in Rome, Venice, and Ravenna before a cruise, but, there are cruise lines like Riviera and Riverside that have short river cruises, like even 3 and 4 day river cruises, that you could combine a river cruise with an ocean cruise or a river cruise with a land tour. Especially if you're curious about a river cruise. Am I even going to like the river cruise? Am I going to like the river ship? Am I going to like this concept? If you're already going to be over there in Europe, or something like that, you can just book a short river cruise and have it be part of. And if we were anywhere near one of those ships, I absolutely would do that. Just book a short trip and let's just see what the river ship is all about. Make it part of, like I would never fly to Europe for a 3-day river cruise, but if it was part of something else, that would actually be a really cool way to try things out. And that's also another thing, like especially in Miami, in Fort Lauderdale, if you're like, what are these Oasis class ships all about? And you're already on a 7-day or an 8-day cruise out of Port Canaveral, well, we can put you over on Utopia of the Seas and you can spend 3 days on the ship. Now it'll be a little bit louder and more partying than what it might normally be, but at least you're like, okay, now I see what these big ships are all about without having to commit a week, things like that. So yes, Alex, one of the big things about staying overnight in the disembarked city is you don't have to rush off the cruise. Plus, who knows if it's coming in late. Now we just had another situation. Now Tampa is notorious for the fog. The fog can get really, really bad, especially around this time of year and then in the spring, where the ships simply can't come in.
And I've heard that's also the case quite a bit in Galveston.
Yeah, Galveston gets the same issue. So, when you've got these flights, it really makes me nervous when I see all these people on these forums saying, can I get on a 10:30 flight from Miami if, on the last day? It's like, you can, but you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, because everything has to go right. Ship has to come in. You got to be able to get off the ship quickly. You have to be able to do all these things. So by staying overnight in the disembarked city, if you can, you take all that pressure away. Now, this ship could come in at 8 o'clock at night and you're still going to be fine.
And quite often, if you're flying, the early morning flights are better prices than the ones in the afternoon.
Like even better than like you're even spending money on a hotel room for the night, you may still come out ahead by taking like the 7:30 flight in the morning the next day. So yeah, Alex is absolutely right. If you can spend time in the disembarkation city for a night, that takes so much pressure off trying to get home. I mean, yes, it is nice to get off the ship and go, but...
And we've done that both ways. I mean, except for the Florida ports, we will always arrive at least 1 day prior.
Oh, always. Always.
But
now our Hawaii cruise is a little bit different because we're literally stepping off the ship on the 20th. We've got to get right to Miami because our cruise is on the 21st. So.
But even there, we're there a day before.
Yeah, actually 4 days before.
No, I mean the one in.
Oh yeah, the one in. Well, yeah, we'll be landing just barely a day before. Or, I don't know, are we landing a day before or are we landing that morning? I don't know.
No, we're landing in the evening.
In the evening, okay.
It's
we
late.
Will technically be.
It's late. It's like 8:30 or so, but we are landing that evening.
And we're doing something that we typically wouldn't do. We're going to stay at an airport area hotel just because there's no reason for us to go on into downtown Miami, spend that time in the car. It's like we're going to be tired. Let's just get off the plane. Let's just go get a room, and then we'll get into the port the next day. We're just making it much easier on ourselves. Typically in Miami, we don't like to book people near the hotel because it's
near the airport.
Or near the airport, excuse me, because it's not the best part of town. It's not like you can just go off and walk off to restaurants, things like that. We like to book you in the downtown Miami area, or even better, South Beach. South Beach is so much fun. But in this case, we're just going to book ourselves at the airport because we're coming in so late. There's no reason to take a car into the downtown area that late at night. Let's just get to the hotel and relax.
Miami does actually have a hotel that's right attached to the airport. I did look at it, but the ratings were not particularly good. So
it's hard to do
it's
one of those.
It's a little bit, like I think maybe 2 or 3 minute drive away, but it is close to the airport.
It is close to the airport.
And I made sure, because we're getting in so late, I made sure that there were dinner options inside the hotel, so we don't have to go anywhere.
Yep. So just making it easier on ourselves. Sometimes when you're arriving late, like we have some clients that will be arriving at 2 a.m. in Alaska when they fly up there, which is normal. Actually, that's not unusual up there. Arriving between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. is a normal window for people to be arriving, especially if you're coming from the East Coast. And They not only are they arriving that late, but most of the hotels there have 24-hour airport shuttles because of that. So I actually found them. They're coming in one day early for their Alaska cruise tour, and they got a connoisseur tour, which makes it so much nicer. But yeah, so I got them. So they're landing at 2:30 in the morning. It does actually save them a night on the hotel because it's technically not that night. I don't know how it's all going to work out, but yeah, so I just had to book them for one day, and they'll just be doing a very early arrival. And then they're literally going to walk next door to the Princess Hotel to start their tour. It's literally right next door. So that's going to be really nice. So we're hitting the top of the hours, almost 12 o'clock on the East Coast. So I do have a call coming up in an hour, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. But we thank you for spending your Sunday with us. If we can help you in any way with your travels, we do encourage you to reach out, where'swaltertravel.com. And either myself, Corey, or Mindy, we would love to help you out. When you go to where'swaltertravel.com, just go to contact us, or wherever you're watching, there are links in the description. You can choose any one of the three of us to book your meeting, and we'll take your information, and then we'll see what we can do to help you out. And if you'd like to come cruise with us on any of those group tours I've been talking about, just go to the group travel page. Everything is there. I think this is going to be your last chance to book that Queen Elizabeth. If you got nothing going on for Christmas this year, come join us for 12 nights on the Queen Elizabeth. It'll be lovely. Larry, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, you guys should come join us. That would be a lot of fun. Come on Cunard for a week. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And wherever you are in this amazing world, I hope you all have a great Sunday. We will see you next week here from the house. And then we're going to be on the Queen Elizabeth, the next one. Oh, my gosh. This is so exciting. Maybe I'll show everybody the tuxedo. See, maybe I'll show you the tuxedo next week. That gives you a reason to tune in. Maybe I'll show you what that looks like. Who knows? I'm not going to do the show in it, but maybe I'll show it to you guys. So, all right, guys. Well, have a very happy Sunday, and we will see you. I'll be back Thursday night on YouTube only, and then we'll be right back here next Sunday morning at 10:30. Happy Sunday, everybody.